When I scour all over YouTube for something interesting to watch, I'm always bombarded with recommendations. YouTube recommends this, this, and this based off of my search history. And occasionally that's fine, especially when most of my search history involves Power Rangers, anime, and maybe some video games. Occasionally some angry video game nerd, maybe some LGR, and some other things all thrown into the mix. But one came to mind, ironically, right when I was doing night shift. And it stuck with me for a while. And honestly, the show and the channel are highly great, and I recommend checking them out because today I'm taking a look at The Angry Joe Show. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Andrew Rhodes, and welcome to Andrew Reviews. Now, most of you think of angry people, you instantly think of me ranting, or the angry video game nerd, or maybe some pissed off person screaming to just leave Britney alone. Yeah, there's a callback from the 90s for you. Now, with this one though, The Angry Joe Show is an interesting little premise. And ironically, the video that I first saw was him ripping Fallout 76 a brand new asshole. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how interesting that was. So, The Angry Joe Show is just one of these strange absurdities. He reviews video games and occasionally movies and just rips them assholes or explains how great they are. It's just a simple review show, but the way he does it is really impressive. Usually with him and his friends, and they're always doing some strange, unusual things. Some costumes are usually used, plays, stuff like that. There's a decent script and lots of planning that definitely goes into each and every single video. It's not a simple, I'm just going to record this, throw it out, here you go type of thing. It's meticulously planned out. I mean, there's costumes, there's stunts, there's skits. Sure, a lot of the stuff with the Red Dead Redemption 2 review was a little creepy for me, but then again, a lot of the other games he reviewed were pretty funny. You can check out a majority of them too on the website, although some of them are archived and not all of them are there. However, like most YouTubers, he does suffer from copyright strikes that he keeps getting from time to time. He's even taken to his own channel a couple times and explained how pissed off this makes him, which fits in line with most of what he does. He's Angry Joe, and Angry Joe's angry. It's really that simple. Most of the games he reviews, though, are simplistic games. He tends to stay away from the zombie games, but has reviewed a few of them, and honestly just makes it quite interesting, to be honest with you. Sitting through one of those episodes of his show is honestly a real treat. I mean, I can't think of many other YouTubers or really any other reviewers in general that have actually just sat down, watched or played something, and then gave people their thoughts. I mean, he tortured himself with Fallout 76 just to tell you, the viewers, how bad it is. He plays horrible games just to tell you how horrible they are, and plays wonderful games to tell you how good they are. I mean, he has complaints about every game, which is fine. Nothing in the world is ever perfect. I mean, even I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and so does everybody else. Occasionally, though, some of the videos tend to get a little more skitty in terms of acting and skits that they perform than an actual review. Sometimes I'm wondering, am I watching a review or am I watching a comedy skit for SNL? And while it's a good balance from time to time, there are some times when one leans a little higher than the other. I don't mind so much a review if it's something that's in-depth and really entertaining, something that I really want to know more about, versus hoping to get that and having more skit-heavy content. Like, again, I'll use Red Dead Redemption 2 here as an example, how it basically seemed forced. I mean, I was cringing during some of that review, mostly for the fact that I was sitting through said review, watching said review, and just hoping he would get back to the review. Not so much the forced comedy that I was forced to swallow down. That being said, I do have no major gripes with the channel. I think it's great. I honestly do. It's one of those strange absurdities that most people don't see from time to time. It's an interesting premise and a wonderful show. Plus, I really love the fact when he flips out if a game's like 4 hours long and they're charging $60 for it. Hey, that's one of the best parts ever. Truthfully though, I gotta give the Angry Joe Show its credit, and it highly deserves its praise. It gets a 5 out of 5 with me, beyond it. This is a YouTube channel that honestly is withstanding the test of time and still is pretty good to watch. Yes, the copyright strikes that he seems to constantly get are a pain in the ass, but then again, anything right now you do on YouTube runs you that risk. I mean, like I said in a Q&A video, I even run that risk, and I roll the dice every single morning when I wake up. That being said, the Angry Joe Show is really good, and I highly recommend you check out the channel. I mean, the movie reviews are good, so are the game reviews, even the discussion videos are good. The entire channel really has nothing bad about it as it is. I mean, it's quite good and entertaining. So it gets a 5 out of 5 with me. If you get a chance, subscribe to it. I mean, it's worth the effort. I mean, he puts a lot of work into those videos, and it shows. Yes, like I said, some of them might be cringeworthy, but if you can get past the painful, forced joke-inducing skits, you can actually quite well enjoy it. But either way, I gotta give it a solid 5 out of 5. And, well, that's how I feel about it. So, until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Reviews. Thank you all so much for listening.